They say there are two sides to every story. Some have added that there are three sides, incorporating God's side. But this cannot be true, giving God a side, since He is all-knowing and all-present. He knows everything before it happens. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Yeshayahu 46:10, Isaiah. Considering the omnipotence of the Most High, His view is the truth of everything, reclusing Him of having a side, rather the one who encapsulates truth. With that, we are left with the human side being two sides to every story. I strongly suggest you consider the information in this video as I make every reasonable attempt to show you man's side. Then I will show you the side of truth from the Most High Elohim Yah. I will warn you that His truth is typically not accepted, believed, or embraced as relevant. That's why men and women fight in their own strength for justice, because they just can't see Yahuwah's truth. Keep Yeshayahu 46:10 in mind, because it may help you to see the truth of the Most High Elohim Yah, the one who cannot die and cannot do wrong and cannot lie. So that by two unchangeable matters in which it is impossible for Elohim to lie, we might have strong encouragement, we who have fled for refuge, to lay hold of the expectations set before us. Hebrews 6:18, Hebrews. I watched a video today that inspired me to create this video. The circumstances and facts are undeniable. Behold.
A graphic video, a shocking shooting, and many unanswered questions. This cell phone footage is believed to show Ahmaud Arbery jogging in a South Georgia neighborhood before coming upon two men in a truck. The 25-year-old tries to get around them, and then... The video, released yesterday, has brought national attention to the incident, which took place on February 23rd. Some believe this is yet another example of an unarmed black person shot and killed unfairly. Charges were not initially brought against the two men, Gregory McMichael and his son Travis. But after the video's release, a Georgia prosecutor announced he plans to call a grand jury. McMichael told police he thought Arbery looked like a suspect in a nearby burglary. He said he and his son followed Arbery and told him to stop. Then McMichael said Arbery, quote, began to violently attack them. McMichael had been an investigator in the district attorney's office and a police officer. And according to the New York Times, one of the original prosecutors on the case argued there was, quote, insufficient probable cause to arrest the two men. But he later requested to be removed from the case because his son worked in the prosecutor's office with Gregory McMichael.
We gotta check this fool, bro. Bro, we gotta check this fool.
Yeah, man. White folk ain't got no business in this neighborhood.
Man, let's go.
Man, I'm just trying to go. Okay? I'm just trying to go.
Now imagine if it were your neighbor, your father, perhaps your son. Will justice truly be served?
Here is a clip where the police department is making an attempt to discredit the character and person of Ahmaud Arbery. In typical manner, some white police officers and their precinct will inevitably show a side of the victim's rebellion against lawful authority, when in reality, these murderous police officers are rebellious towards civility and black humanity.
You're not allowing me to search your car? I'm not asking you. Just don't reach the car, man.
Hands out your pocket.
Hands out your pocket.
Hands out your pocket. Down. Warning, down.
Stay on the ground. Just stay on the ground, okay? You off work today?
They're just rapping in the park.
Gotcha. You got an ID on you, man? Why am I fucking with you? You want to know why I'm fucking with you?
Why?
Keep your hand in your pocket.
I ain't got shit on me. What the fuck you fucking with me for?
I'll tell you why I'm here, man.
Why does the officer have to use profanity? That's not tough love or trying to relate to a young black youth. The officer is absolutely unprofessional with the use of his language. The officer supposedly is trained to de-escalate, not inflame the situation.
I'll tell you why I'm here, man.
Why?
I'll tell you why I'm
Why?
here. Because this area is known for drug activity.
Drug? How the fuck I'm drug attack when I work at Blue Beacon?
Back up.
Check my shit.
Back
boy.
up.
The fuck you talking about?
You
Check
want to back
my
up?
motherfucking shit. Oh boy.
Turn around and put your hands on the car.
Why?
Turn around and put
I
your
ain't
hands on the
gotta
car.
do shit. Watch out, bro. Don't
Turn
touch
around and
me,
put your hands
bro.
on the car. I'm
You
checking
ain't
you for
got no
weapons.
reason.
I'm checking you for
Check
weapons.
me. You got no reason to touch me, bro.
I'm not searching you. I'm checking you for weapons. All right, man? You don't have any warrants.
Fucking weapons, bro.
I know, but you're coming up on me. You make me
Coming
kind
up
of
on you,
nervous.
something, bro.
Okay?
You get the point. Control the narrative. Make it appear this young black man has always been a thug, disrespectful, drug trafficking, and the like. Of course, what young black man does not have those behaviors and involvement as they see it? Cops who are fearful for their lives. But let's do this. Let's discredit the character of the killer, Gregory McMichael. His son is simply a chip off the old block, as the saying goes. Under the authority of OCGA 35-8-7.1, as amended, the following certification issued by the Georgia Peace Officer Standards and Training Council is hereby suspended, effective immediately. Suspension is hereby ordered for the following reasons. Post Rule 464-5-20. Emergency suspension for failure to maintain training for the year 2018.
Georgia Post says for 8 years of Greg McMichael's time here as chief investigator, he had as much authority to arrest someone as an average citizen. Multiple attorneys tell me the severity depends on how many cases he touched. Executive Director of Georgia's Peace Officer Standards and Training Council, Mike Ayers, says it means he couldn't apply for orders of arrest warrants, search warrants, or conduct arrests under the color of the law.
Essentially, that individual at that point in time has no more authority to exercise restraint or control over another individual than any other citizen would have. That individual at that point in time has no more authority to exercise restraint or control over another individual than any other citizen that individual at that point in time has no more authority to exercise restraint or control over another individual than any other citizen would have.
Attorney boss DA Jackie Johnson spoke in front of the council on his behalf, writing in a letter that the situation had, quote, negatively impacted my office. Personnel files show McMichael for years was behind on governor-mandated training hours for de-escalation, community-oriented policing, and use of force.
Those particular classes are critically important. especially when you look at terms like situations like de-escalation. How do you keep a situation from getting out of hand, which is potentially what you're looking at specifically in this situation?
Essentially, what you have here is a retired, suspended, unskillful, lack of training, former investigator acting as a rogue, vigilante, self-appointed judge and jury cop who lost arrest authority years ago. An incompetent former police officer. There are tons of information on social media covering this typical case of law enforcement against black males of the United States of America. On one hand, I am saddened by the injustice of the judicial system against people of color in this country. But on the other hand, I completely understand why these things happen.
Now, we don't have that old Jim Crow stuff anymore, but we sure have the new Jim Crow in our criminal justice system.
People have perished for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I reject you from being priests for me. Since you have forgotten the Torah of your Elohim, I also forget your children. Hosea 4:6. Hosea. In the course of time, after the prediction of Devarim 28, Yahuwah says this, "And my people, upon whom my name is called, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their evil ways. Then I shall hear from the heavens and forgive their sin and heal their land." Debrahab Yamin Beit 7:14, 2 Chronicles. We have already established that Dibra Hayamin Beit 7:14 is not referring to Christianity, Jesus Christ, or the Christian church, but rather the people of the Most High as recorded in the scripture, the 12 tribes of Israel. Request my teaching on 2 Chronicles 7:14 to fully understand my statement. This is H.S. Yaakov, his bondservant and watchman. Shalom wa barawak ak wa akwath. Always to the esteem of the Most High, Elohim Yah.